Nowadays, a little laughter is needed more than ever before. Today, we're here at Ravine Vineyard in Niagara on the Lake, where Joe Pillitteri is hosting a comedy night in support of the Terry Fox Foundation.
I want to thank the wineries. I want to thank Ravine. I want to thank my cousins at Pillitteri. I want to thank my cousins at Riverview. I want to thank Oast Brewery. I want to thank Arterra, and I want to thank Peller Estates for donating every single bit of booze that you're paying for and drinking tonight, and all of that money is going to the Terry Fox Foundation.
Yeah, tonight we're performing 2 shows at Ravine Winery. Normally for the Terry Fox Foundation, we put together a large show every year. We've done it traditionally at Jackson Triggs. I've done 3 years there, have raised a lot of money. But this year, being what it is, we weren't able to do that, but Paul Harbour and the Harbour family from Ravine Winery had suggested they've got an outdoor tent that is socially distanced, can hold up to 100 people. So we decided to do 2 shows here at 100 people each, and have had great response from the community. Like always, this area is just amazing in terms of no matter what's going on, they support what needs to be supported. So yeah, 2 sold-out shows tonight, and I haven't been on stage in 6 months, so let's see how it goes tonight. Okay. I essentially had a nervous breakdown in 2008. My whole life was kind of turned upside down. The economy was horrible, and I thought I'm going to lose my business, and I really did come to the very edge of what I had ever felt in my life. And my daughter happened to be doing a project on the Terry Fox Marathon of Hope, and I casually started reading these books, and it just, for whatever reason, it resonated with me so strongly. You know, Terry Fox, I'd heard his name my whole life. I knew his story, or thought I knew his story, but the way it gave me perspective at that time in my life really gave me a strong connection beyond anything I'd ever felt before. I felt like no matter what life throws my way, there's always this young man who at 21 years old did this thing, and whose legacy lives on. His goal was to raise $22 million for cancer research, and at this point, he's a lot closer to $1 billion than he is 22 million. So in that respect, I think that's what sort of started the connection, and anytime something bad happens in the world or in my life, I think about the Terry Fox story and how it'll get me through it.
I have been involved in Niagara on the Lake community run for over 13 years now. I used to do it at the school. I'm a retired teacher, so when I came to do the run down in Niagara on the Lake and there was no one down there, I decided to pick it up. It's a virtual run. One Day Your Way is the title of the run this year. So that means anybody can participate anywhere they want, and they can do it at any time of day they want. Where we used to gather all down at the park, now they can gather wherever they want, around their backyard, in their neighborhood, wherever you choose to do it, and any time of the day. You know what, sadly, 40 years ago today is when the run actually ended, and Terry had to stop because the cancer returned. And he kind of said, you know, even if I can't continue, the Marathon of Hope must go on. So he kind of passed the torch to us, and that's what we've been doing now for the past 40 years.
It is the worst. When we came back from Mexico, they had to quarantine, and my sisters would call me and they'd say, my mom's from Scotland, and they'd say, Joe, Mom's struggling, maybe give her a call. And this is like 3 days in. I go, Mom, what's going on? Joseph, I'm going to kill your father. I said, I'm going to kill your father. Honest to God, I'm going to kill him.
Yeah, I think with 6 months off, I'd had nothing but time. So tonight is either going to be my greatest night or my worst night. It'll be one of the two. But I've been working on stuff and using, you know, small sort of groups to test if what I think is funny is still funny, and it seems like the reactions have been good so far. So tonight, that's what we're going for, just a local appeal. My family, obviously very important to me, but also very necessary for my act. So between my parents and my kids and my sisters, we've got lots to work with, and of course there's no shortage of political humor in Niagara on the Lake. It practically writes itself, so.
Opening for Joe this evening is your TV's very own host of Hilarity in the Horseshoe, David Green.
I'll tell you that. And just, I've been trying to find, so like, what other jobs can I do? Because I don't make very much money. It's not so bad for me because my parents are loaded. Yeah. They are way too drunk to be disappointed in me. So every year, Joe puts this fundraiser together for the Terry Fox Foundation, and I'm so proud to be a part of this. 11 years I've been doing the Terry Fox run since I moved here to Niagara. So any chance that you come see crowds like this to come and support, it's always a great time. So after 5 months of not performing, it's like you just got to jump straight back in. Obviously, with the new baby, a lot of new material I've been working on, so it's nice to try it out as well. And I've been keeping busy, still doing the online shows, and I'm doing the TikTok. I've had 4 million views on TikTok in the last couple of months. So these people aren't as angry. I don't think people are going to send me messages and type angry, mean things to me. So this is going to be a lot more fun, you know.
Now, I understand that Niagara on the Lake has something special planned for the run this year. Could you tell us about that?
Actually, what we're trying to do is, because Terry's shoes represented his determination and his courage, we want to honor Terry from coast to coast. So we're hoping that people will take a picture of their shoes at a landmark somewhere in Niagara on the Lake where they have chosen to either run, bike, walk, whatever they've chosen to do. But we're trying to pick different landmarks. So we have so many here in Niagara on the Lake, so it would be really neat to see where people are doing their walk or their run. So we're having a Niagara's Name That Tune night, September the 19th, the day before the run, where you can partake in a music trivia night in the comforts of your home. And all the donations raised that evening will support the Terry Fox Run.
Though this year's run may be virtual, there are lots of other ways to support the Terry Fox Foundation. Be sure to visit their website to learn more. From Niagara on the Lake, reporting for The Source, I'm Mitchell Glass.